What is poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we are taking a look at another film review. Today we are taking a look at something pretty strange. This is a Netflix short, which is called The Blue Drum, and this did come out in 2022, and it is exclusively on Netflix, and it is 16 minutes long, so you can't really expect it to be the greatest story ever. This video is almost the same length as the movie, so it does feel really strange that something like this has made its way onto Netflix. It does feel like one of those short horror stories that you'd see on YouTube, and I'm going to be honest, I think some of those short horror stories that we do see on YouTube are a lot better than the one that we do see here, and I am going to get into that and explain why I feel like that in this video, so I hope that you all do stick around to the end to basically just see my thoughts and opinions on this. But without any further delay, let's take a look at what Google has to say about this movie. So it is a horror drama, and it is called The Blue Drum. It has a 4.4 out of 10 on IMDb and a 4.7 out of 10 on Filmfinity. And you can watch this exclusively on Netflix, like I've already mentioned.
On the day of her father's funeral, a young woman becomes haunted by a mysterious presence which unearths secrets buried inside her family home.
So, how this story actually opens is very, very interestingly. We have very, very few camera angles from the start of the movie. Like, the cameras feel locked in certain places to give us a good view at the backdrop, at the background, to leave a lot of wide open space that something could show up there to give us this feeling of unease, this feeling of uncertainty, and with it being these stagnant, like, cameras which the characters walk through, and the characters aren't the main focus, so the cameras aren't following these, obviously, characters. It feels like we should be looking at something else. It doesn't feel like they're the main focus, so we're constantly looking at the background to see something that we should be looking at. We do have a couple of slow zooms towards this white door, which is a pretty big focal point at the start of the movie, which does actually lead into the basement. So the auntie here has a couple of kids who come inside and break a vase which is filled with ball bearings, which is important because it technically foreshadows later on in the movie, and, you know, her father made ball bearings. Don't know why, that seems really boring, just making a load of fucking balls all the time, but sure, pop off, do what you want. And the daughter is like, hey, can you fuck off? Can you not do that? These aren't toys. These are like shit my dad made. This is like sentimental and meaningful to me. Can you not fucking play with it? Can you not touch it? And the auntie's like, oh, so I'm going to come around tomorrow. We're going to get all of this stuff together. We're going to get ready because, like, people are going to come and buy it all. So we can't be a hoarder like your dad. We're going to sell it. We're going to get rid of it. We're going to clean up and we're going to tidy together. And she's like, get the fuck out of my house. I'm not fucking doing that. Why'd you want to get rid of everything so early? We've only just put him in the fucking ground. Fuck off. So she gets told to fuck off. She leaves, and then she basically goes to clean upstairs, and she finds a couple of toys moving on their own. She doesn't fucking question why they're moving on their own, but she ends up finding a little cupboard which has a load of stuff from her mother inside, and her mother left her when she was very young, because obviously she feels like the mother didn't care for her. So the brother comes back and is like, hey, you gotta let people in, you can't, like, you know, be this isolated. I'm staying the night whether you like it or not. I'm just gonna be here for you. I'm not gonna get in your way. I'm not gonna force you to do anything. I'm just gonna be here if you need me. So she's like, you know what, sure, fine, fuck off, stay on the sofa then. So he sleeps on the sofa, and she hears noises from downstairs in the basement. So she tries to get into the basement, tries to, like, open the door. She then goes outside, and again, like I said, with some of these fixed camera angles, we did get one from outside, so we saw this basement door before. She goes down, she finds a blue drum, it's making a racket, it's like shaking, it's making weird noises, so I'm assuming that there's an animal, there's a demon in there, and when they open the lid, there's a dead body inside, and it's the dead body of her mum, and a load of ball bearings come out, and then the movie fucking ends. And I was so fucking livid with this ending, because it was bullshit. This ending was so bullshit, because, like, How? Right? No, I was right. You set up like this paranormal activity, right? You set up these demons. You set up like toys moving on their own, which I'm livid that she didn't fucking question why it was moving on its own. Like, these are wind up toys. Someone had to wind that shit up and lure you this way. Like, no fucking way you just go, oh, must have just done it by itself. Because that shit was walking. That shit had some fucking motivation to it. That toy was fucking booking it. How do you just, like, you know, see that and be like, oh, it's fine, it's cool, it's Gucci, you know, it's chilling? No, toys don't move like that. Someone had to have done that shit, and that pissed me off. Because it's like, how do you just think that's fucking cool, dog? How? I know it's a movie, and I know I'm getting too much into it, but still, the acting was really good, the camera angles were really good. I think it was lacking in story, though. Because we had this setup being like, oh, my mum went missing when I was a kid, we found a load of books and, like, stuff about your mum hidden away, and then we find your dead mum in the basement. How was the dead body moving the barrel? How was the dead body calling out, growling from the vents? How? I don't get how. I expected at least the dead body to move. I expected some paranormal activity. The dead body didn't do anything. So it leaves me feeling unsatisfied because the setup was for something to be alive down there, for something to be like actively roaming the basement, to be living in your house, even if it is a ghost. I would have been more satisfied with a ghost. I would have been more satisfied if the body spoke or like made a noise or moved, but it didn't. It just fucking fell to the ground. And we never really got to know why the barrel was shaking. We never got to know why the toys were moving on their own. We never got to know why there was a growl coming from the vents. Fair enough, you can put it up to, like, fate or put it up to other random shit that's happening. Like, oh, it could have been a raccoon. Could have been anything like that. But, like, why? Why? Like, why set this shit up and then give us no payoff for it? Like, it makes me feel stupid. And it's just not a satisfying ending or conclusion to your story because of what, like, you've set up. It doesn't match. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't match. I don't like it. And, like, your dad killed your mum when you were younger, but we never got no motivation from the dad. We never found out why the dad killed the mum. We never found out anything like that. We just know the dad killed the mum. And it leaves us with this, like, distraught and upset for these two to deal with. It ends rather abruptly as well. And I know it's only 16 minutes. I know it's only a short film, and there's only so much you can fit into that 16 minutes. But I do feel like the bit with the auntie could have been scrapped. Like, we don't need her fighting with the auntie. We don't really need the kids breaking the ball bearings because the ball bearings didn't really do shit. Like, I don't get how the rotting, decomposing corpse in the blue drum in the basement needed ball bearings around it. I don't get that. What was his obsession with ball bearings? Like, why? It just leaves you with so much why. Like, fair enough, I don't want every single question answered for me because that doesn't leave for a good film. That doesn't leave for good interpretation of, like, you know, audience interpretation of what they think could happen. Like, I like a good little bit of questions to be left unanswered at the end, like an uncertain ending. That's okay. But, like, if you're gonna tell us the dad killed the mum, give us something. If there's a lot of ball bearings around, give us something to work with, because all you did was show that he made them. Why did he make them? Like, what was his obsession with, like, there is nothing to interpret from that. Ball bearings are the thing in a fucking fidget spinner. Was he part of the fucking 2017 gang, 2018 gang? Was he fucking bottle flipping and fucking fidget spinning? Like, what was his obsession with fucking ball bearings? I don't get it, dog. Like, if there's some secret meaning that I'm just not seeing, please let me know in the comments below, because this shit made me livid. I know it's only 16 minutes, like, it is short, but I have seen much better, like, horror movies done on YouTube. There is some incredible short horror movies on YouTube, and if you do want me to take a look at them, I will. I'll pick out my favorites and I'll watch them again and I'll talk about them for a YouTube video, because there is some really fucking good ones out there, and I do adore some good YouTube indie horror, because it is just better than some of this shit. Like, this was funded by Netflix. This was like sponsored by Netflix, and this was played at a film festival, and I just feel like this is so disappointing and just such a unsatisfying ending for the characters, and it just sucked, dog. It genuinely just sucked and made me really, really upset. I'm gonna be honest, it did make me really upset. I wish for a better ending with this one, but overall, I do agree with IMDb and like Film Infinity, whatever it was called. I do believe this is a good 4 out of 10, because the story is the main thing that they're trying to get across, and the acting can be brilliant, but if the story's shit, the story's shit. And I just couldn't get behind it. I couldn't follow it. Like, it didn't add up, the things that they were trying to say. There was good foreshadowing, like, again, with the ball bearings, but, like, why? Why was it ball bearings? And, yeah, it has its flaws, man. It has its flaws. So, other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all in the next one. I hope you all have an incredible day. And goodbye, stay home and stay safe. I actually reviewed this because I did miss doing all the horror movies that we did throughout October. I really enjoyed just having a month of like spooky movies, so I kind of missed it, so I wanted to do this, and I was incredibly, incredibly disappointed with the results. So, other than that, I hope you all enjoyed. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Bye bye.